forces are under attack.
Should you become a nuisance, I'll kill you myself.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be an off-racing Flash versus Killer here today. Top right, it's going to be off-racing Flash. He's Protoss. He's dark blue, which is impossibly hard to read. And in the bottom right, it's going to be Killer playing his main race, Zerg. So a red versus blue on Polypoid here today. Off-racing Protoss Flash. Man, RJB gets me so many incredible replays. Check him out. YouTube.com/@RJB_TV, man. If you don't know that by heart by now, you might be new to the channel. And that's fine. If you are, welcome to the channel. I post new Brood War content 6 times a week. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe. It's all good stuff. Probe swinging down and scouting the right direction here on Polypoid because Flash has a 6th sense. And he knows where to look to find the enemy Zerg on 4-player maps. That's not true. Well, now, I mean, he sees the Overlord knows what's down here. There is no doubt in his mind anymore. Terry the Overlord heading up that way and kind of giving away the position. Unfortunately. So, here we go. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Pathing here. A little weird, but hey. It's Brood War pathing. What else do you want? And overpooling our guy Killer, respecting Flash's Protoss enough that he, yep. He's gonna be very careful here. Especially because, right, Terry saw the probe come down, so he knew getting a hatch first would be a little bit scary against a Protoss that knows you're going hatch first. So against the overpool opening, which Flash scouts, he says, I know what's good against that. It's going to be a Forge expand. Hooray! All is good. And no one's making any huge mistakes in the first 2 minutes of this game because these are legends, man. Flash is the bigger legend, obviously, but he's playing Protoss, which is something of a handicap. Yeah, that drone can win this battle if you want to fight it, but this, oh my gosh, Flash's probe micro, come on. Come on. Oh, got it. Wait, is that off center? Might be not. It might be off center. Dude. Killer knows, though. If Let me compare it to this one. The distance between this side to that mineral patch. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to stop stressing about it. If Killer knew it was off center, he would have canceled and retossed it down, I think. It's worth it to do that. And then drone's going to come down and, oh, he had to kill the Ursidon because the Ursidon was blocking his hatch. That's why they spawn in with like 10% HP. You know, I'm not usually a fan of people who kill critters in these games, but had to be done in that situation. Look at this probe, man. Look at this probe. Just coming in, seeing the gas timing. Gonna try to regen some of those shields while these stupidlings don't have speed because the 100 gas went to, well, it's gonna go to a lair first. But hang on, you can't lose this probe to slow lings, Flash. Not acceptable. You're already down to super low HP as it is. Shields come back, yeah, but HP loss is forever. Macro hatch getting tossed down. Oh, that's not a macro hatch, I'm an idiot. I'm dumb sometimes. Oh, the probe does die to slow lings. Ow. Okay, well, got some good scouting off anyway. Cybercore, probably a Stargate next. What's really funny to me is the similarities between Brood War and StarCraft 2. Right now, Stargate openings against Zerg have been and, you know, will be maybe forever the preferred opening. It's pretty crazy how frequently ZPPs open with Stargates in both StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. For kind of similar reasons, honestly. Anyway, Hydra Den is up. Oh, not actually going. This is a Hydra bust attempt. Killer's like, yo, I don't want to get into late game against Protoss with Flash. Let's Hydra bust this sucker. See what we can do. Okay, Zealot gets wiped out. Only I think got 1 kill there. Not ideal. Lings, maybe it could go for a run by here, but also shot. You could probably get a Ling in there. You probably would lose 3 or 4 Lings in the process, though, and that's just a balance. It's a choice you have to make, right? This guy comes out way too far. And Again, surrounding a zealot is tough cookies. Really, really tough cookies here, but they are going to get him. Lost a ling in the process, an extra one. That's totally worth it. So Flash is in a tough position, I would say. His army value is currently nothing. He's making a Corsair, which is nice. Oh no, this zealot's running out. Never mind. His army value is a zealot. And the zealot scouts fast Hydra and says, oh, okay, this might be problematic. More cannons. Yes, more cannons warping in. Zealots, we got to get them speed. We don't have a citadel. Citadel of, nope, that's a forge. What? Second forge instead of citadel. Flash, what are we doing here? More cannons is what we're doing, Falcon. Don't worry about it. My cannons will save us. I'm on a fourth base from Killer. What? What is happening here? You don't usually get a fourth base if you're trying to Hydra bust a Protoss. 3 bases is enough. So maybe he's droning. Okay, fine. He's getting Hydra attack range, but this is not... Oh, he just killed another Ursadon. He didn't need to kill that one. Well, maybe he did. Maybe he did. Either way, I don't like it. Dude, where is the Citadel in this? Okay, Citadel getting fired up now as Hydra's hammer away at that gateway. Citadel up here? Citadel up here. Ah, okay. So gateway gonna die. Okay, so this is just... That second forge was Flash preparing for the death of his forge. Just being like, I'm not even gonna start an upgrade on this. I'm gonna start it on the other one. And that'll be a lot better for me. And he's not wrong. It is definitely a lot better for him. Wait, why are these drones outside the wall? Guys, oh, there were Zealots. Right, Zealots and Corsairs trying to cause some problems. That's a supply block on Killer. A further supply block on Killer. These Hydras can't bust this many cannons either. Oh, the Corsair plays. Flash is like, man, this feels good. This is nice. I wish I could kill Overlords this easily when I'm playing Terran. I mean, Valkyries, I guess. Valkyries are definitely the other side of it here. Get them, Corsairs. Yeah, don't worry about Hydras anymore. Hydras can't harm you. And actually, they can, because guess what? You've taken some hits. You're a little bit injured. This one more so than this one. But still, taking some shields off. Those come back eventually, but it takes a minute. Templar Archives on the way. And yeah, this is Killer just being like, I'm just going to 4-base here. And then have enough stuff to replace the stuff that dies when you get Storm. Because that's happening. We all know that's happening. Let's see, what's happening out there in the world today I can talk about for a minute while we have a tiny bit of downtime here. Like I said, Duneport Part 2 is coming. I got my ticket for that. Going on February 29th. Very excited. Going by myself because I asked if one of my sisters or one of my brothers wanted to come, and they were like, nah, I don't like Dune. And I was like, oh, okay. I thought the first movie was well received, but not so much. So I go to movies by myself, which I've started doing since since the separation in general, but especially since the divorce. It's nice. Nobody's interrupting you at all. It's not like you're talking to somebody during the movie anyway. You shouldn't be doing that. Of course, I say that because I have no one to talk to, but anywho, there's buzz about the Oscar movies. You know, the Oscars are coming soon. I just don't think I necessarily care about what people tell me what movies are good to watch. I just prefer to determine that on my own, generally. But yeah. But Oppenheimer's up there. I did enjoy Oppenheimer. I'm not sure it's a movie I'll ever watch again, but I think it was well done. I guess the Apple Vision Pro came out as a Zealot attack swings into this third base where there's one sunken. Well, at least there's that. All right, Zealot's going for it, man. Sunken up, drones fighting. Kind of have to be fighting here because there's no one else to do it for them. The Hydras are getting drilled right now. Any Hydras that are here. Hydras are trying to respond to this. These are Zealots with +1 attack and speed, thank you very much. Hydras are at +1 attack as well, which is good. God, this clumped up Hydra ball. The Corsairs have been doing such good work today. 2 kills and 4 kills apiece is nuts. Overlord down, Overlord down. Wow. Oh, what he got? Burrow! Oh my gosh, I love that Killer got Burrow. We don't see Burrow enough. When's the last time we saw burrowed Hydralisks? I feel like it's been months, possibly years. Incredible. I mean, look, it's 60 to 53 workers, though. Killer has been macroing exceptionally well. Even in the face of all of his Zealot pressure and the Corsairs killing his Overlords, he's been keeping up. And he's okay, I gotta say. 4th base warping in from Flash. Up here on this high ground, minerals only for him. Possible expansion locations here. I don't know if he's going to expand up here. He's just checking to make sure there's not a Ninja Nexus in that location. Yeah, you need some lurkers at some point, man. This is a ton of Zealots. This is a lot of them. They unburrow and then make a terrible mistake, run away, maybe reburrow? I don't think this is enough Hydras to handle that number of Zealots. Here we go. Lurkers joining this party. There's a DT out, but that's why there are multiple Overlords here to provide that spotting. High Templar joining the party. Man, these 2 Corsairs, though, seriously, 10 kills on those. They've killed 10 they've been Overlords because there are no Scourge in this game. There's a Spire on the way. We might see them later. But that's 10 Overlords killed by 2 Corsairs in the first 11 minutes of this game, and another Overlord just died because Killer supply blocked again. It's bananas. It's banana pants is what it is. Flash is just a monster. That's all there is to it here. Lurkers try to go up, but there's High Templar with Storm and Cannons. And Killer moves back. I gotta say, I appreciate that. I feel like a lot of Zerg players would have just been like, we can do this. And then Cannons and Storms just wreck everything, and you kill like 2 of the Cannons, and you feel like you accomplished something, but you didn't. I think that is a reality. A bit of a surround of play here from Killer. Yeah, I don't know. Left side looks a little bit more promising. Right side is just a handful of Hydras and a couple of Lurks. You're in there. What do we got, man? Flash busting down. Zealots are like, yeah, we'll take down your Hydras easy. Snipe your Lurkers too if there aren't enough of them. There are a few more Lurkers there. Zealots are going down fairly effectively. Storm up, storm up, storm up. That's a hold by Killer. That was, you know, that's a 47 worker. It was more earlier, but, you know, Storms are problematic. Zealots are problematic too. But he's got enough macro to kind of just consistently replace the stuff that he's losing here to the Storm, which you talked about earlier. This is a 5th base coming in left side here from Killer, trying to hide it a bit. Traditionally against Protoss, you want to take this low ground base and set up Sunkens and Lurkers here, and then you get access to this base too. But we have seen Zerg players taking this one more frequently, and I'm not sure what's going on with that. So Hydra Lurker, oh my gosh, he's getting a +1 flyer attack upgrade. Did he make some mutas? No. Is he planning on making mutas? I don't see why he wouldn't be getting... why he wouldn't be getting mutas. Oh, he just canceled that flyer attack. Yeah, maybe fat fingered it, maybe. Accidentally tapped. No, 9 mutas are on the way. All right, so here we go, the mutas. In addition to the Hydras and the Lurkers, I'm a big fan of this from the Zerg perspective. If you're, as long as your opponent doesn't have like 10 Corsairs with +1 attack, right? That's not what Flash has been doing here. He has not been just preemptively trying to keep Mutalisks from being produced by continuing to produce Corsairs. It's allowed him to have a bigger ground army, yes, but it's leaving him vulnerable to these muta stacks. Just picking off High Templar. But seriously though, Hive Tech. I don't care if you're gonna use it. Actually, I do care. You need to use Hive Tech, Killer, if you're gonna win this game. Okay, finally, tosses up a Queen's Nest at 15 minutes. Not feeling good about it. Alright, so the Mutas are like, alright, you Corsairs have had way too much success today. The surprise Mutalisks are here to destroy you. You are our first victims. We shall kill many of your High Templar brethren as well. Oh, man, never mind. Corsair survived. Probably could have taken it down. Maybe lost a Mutalisk in the process. Flash is building a 4th base. Up this way. Mutas going for the harassment. And there are not a lot of probes here, but there's enough probes where if they die, it's a problem for Flash. And he did. He just lost, what, 8 or 9 probes there. 62 to 57 workers in favor of the Zerg now. Trying to Muta stack, maybe force a cancel on an upgrade. While High Templar are joining this party. I see you, High Templar. I see you down there. You're down there somewhere, but that Forge... Oh my gosh, he gets it. He does cancel a +3 upgrade that was coming in. High Templar! Yeah, just flying through storms. Ow, ow. Cannons almost killed this one as it flies away. All of 10 HP left on that little fragile Mutalisk body, but they're fast. And they hit pretty hard for how cheap they are. I don't know if they're cheap, but they're fast and they can fly. So you gotta make up for it some way, and that way they're squishy. Macro hatch, macro hatch. Killer maybe could get away with expanding down here. I'm not sure why he's not. What do we got? Hive Tech on the way. Every Zerg player just breathes a giant sigh of relief that Killer's not going to stick on Hydra Lurker Muta forever. As we see how that goes. Okay, Sunken Lurker high ground position. Critter's least favorite thing in the world. Critter is a subscriber of mine. Cool dude, he plays Protoss, and he's like, it's impossible to break up a Lurker sunken setup defensively by the Zerg if I'm Protoss, man. I just can't do it. He's too strong. And even if Flash is having trouble with it, then yeah. Nice ob snipe, nice ob snipe. Not enough. Is there a third? There must have been a third obs here somewhere that I cannot see. Either way, about even supply here. Both players are effectively maxed out, about 60 workers apiece. Flash trying to force his way down here, but the Zerg's ability to reproduce units and throw them at this ball is a lot faster than Flash can do it. And he's like, yeah. I remember playing Zerg at ASL. I know how that works. It's fast. It's awesome. Consume's on the way. We're going to see this game shift very abruptly, very thoroughly here in a minute. Flash trying to find what damage he can. Maybe killing an Overlord here or there. Ooh, Ventral Sacs on the way. I know how Falcon feels about those. Adrenal Lings jumping in. They got all of +1 Carapace and no attack upgrades against 2-1 Gateway units. And the Storms are good too. Friends. More Lings. They snipe a High Templar before they go down up here. Fine, fine. Trades. It's all about trades. Right side base coming up from Killer 2. His macro's been pretty impressive today. I am a big, big fan of it. Oh, they're not Adrenal Lings. What? Not even Adrenal Lings. We're working on Consume over here. Did you forget about Adrenal? Man, if these Lings had Adrenal, they'd be trading so much better. So much better. Oh no! Lings catching some transferring probes. But then Zealots show up in sufficient numbers to handle these Lings. If they had Adrenal, they'd probably fight. Ah, but the High Templar mean the Lings do not want to stay here at all. They run down this way. And are they eating any? Oh my gosh, I'm not sure they're eating any storms, y'all. Okay, they are. There are storms here. Are there enough storms to do this? That High Templar, yes, gets another storm off. It's its last one. Kills 3 lurkers, though. Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult to get your placement perfect with your lurkers to avoid stacking them in the middle of a battle like this. That is... Okay, so Flash saves most of his stuff. Plague's on the way. Oh, snipe the High Templar. There we go. High Templar down, High Templar down. Storms get off, but Man, 2 High Templar down is so problematic here for the Zerg player, but for the Protoss player, rather. So Bisu's expanded very nicely. Bisu? I've been calling him Bisu sometimes. My brain's just like, this is an elite Protoss player. Obviously, it's not Flash. That doesn't make any sense. It's Flash. Try to keep calling him Flash today. Flash has made good use of these expansion patterns up this top left. It doesn't help I can't see his name up here, so my brain tries to fill in the blank with Protoss, and my brain goes Bisu by default. If I could see Flash more easily up there. All right, just going to go yellow versus yellow, everybody. Scourge added in just to snipe obs at this stage. That was not a good wing anything at that point. Adrenal or no Adrenal. Ling's trying to snipe those High Templar, but protecting them pretty effectively here. That High Templar probably could have been sniped. Maybe not actually microing here as much as you'd want. Plague-oo, it is a Plague-oo. Okay, so we've got Overlords with speed and drops. So we're gonna have to see some kind of a lurker play here dropped in one of these bases, right? As Flash is up 184 to 168 supply, but the Zerg base count continues to increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bases. Fort Killer is cray-cray. Absolutely perfection. And against Flash is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. He needs it. Another sick Plague-oo! Alright, so at this stage, we can't get mad at Killer for not getting the correct tech against Protoss at a 21-minute mark of the game, right? Storms are good, but Dark Swarm and Plague really helps here. Really evens the odds. Killer is not making the greatest of trades, but he has so much income that I'm not sure he cares. Robotic Support Bay on the way from Flash. Everyone's happy about that, except maybe fans that are rooting for the Zerg in this game. Yeah, it's just, as Flash, you feel like I storm them, and more come. I Zealot Dragoon them, and more are still arriving. It is endless. The Zerg Swarm is truly a swarm. This is one of those games with 73 drones that it really does feel like the Zerg is a swarm. He's not struggling to get units out here. He's producing 6 sets of Lings and 6 Hydras at a time pretty quickly. They build faster than Zealots and High Templar do, and that's why this is... Oh my gosh, there are still more storms here. That's the last one. I cannot believe how many storms there were there. I cannot. That Overlord caught... That Obs caught the Overlords loading up. We are loading up here to go where is the question, and can it be intercepted? What are these lurkers even doing out here alone? I don't think they paid for themselves. This resources lost number is gonna be spent and lost today is gonna be massive in favor of Flash. The cost efficiency has been bananas. I think I already said the word banana today, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. But my goodness. Shuttles are on the way. Reavers, we said, already happened. We got some Zealots just kind of running into almost an entirely undefended base on the right side here. At the 3 o'clock. I don't know what that was about, but there's 2 cannons defending this entire top left base of Flash's. Probe evacuation is the right idea. Lurkers burrowing on in here. Zealots trying to respond to this, but Hydra Lurker Adrenal Wing? Oh, some of the Lings are attacking the Nexus, though. They smash a lot of Zealots. No, it's the right choice, I guess. God, storming your own Zealots is dangerous, too. That friendly fire splash is no joke. So that was a good drop. Sniping a Nexus, killing some probes. Still 66 to 60 workers in favor of Killer at the moment, which is great. Getting Metasynaptic Node, working on more Lurkers, more Hydras. I do feel like Dark Swarm is... Man, that's a lot of Zealots, though. When it was more Dragoon focused, I did feel like Dark Swarm might have been better, but at this stage, it's like Zealot, High Templar Reaver is the comp. Although, like 10 Dragoons just showed up over here. So, trying to set up high ground a little bit here. Flash says no. A plague goes down. Yeah. I guess there's just too many zealots for... That's a great storm, man. Too many zealots and too much storm for the Dark Swarm to be the answer right now, right? So, I'm okay with it. Dude, Killer's expanding over here, too. Flash is getting absolutely out-macroed to the greatest of heights. The greatest of heights, man. 172 to 156 supply. Killer is up, but Reavers can turn this game around from Flash. Post-haste. More Scourge, more Hydras all the time. They've got 3-3 upgrades. The gateway units are at, the ground units are at 3-1-3 with further shield upgrades almost done, too. Yeah, man. Flash says, why am I playing this matchup? This matchup is garbage. I'm playing so well. And 11 more drones on the way. Did we lose drones? Or are drones being used for static defense purposes? Did I miss a storm drop? A Reaper drop something? Entirely possible. I'll try to keep an eye on those. That's dark blue. Is not easy to see on the minimap. Another sick plague. Yeah, so Killer's doing everything right here. He's just... Yep. That was 2 storms. No big deal. NBD. Plague is so rough because it permanently disadvantages your units for the rest of their lifespan in the game. Further melee attack upgrades coming in here, and I think Flash's bases for the moment are Flash's bases. There's really nowhere else for him to go unless he takes this, or unless he wipes out this 3 o'clock position of Killers and takes it for his own. There's just not a lot of resources left here. All these patches are around 1,000 minerals. I'm going down. Down, down, down by the river. Man, Baldur's Gate 3. What a great game. Fantastic role-playing game, man. Oh, Gamete Meiosis on the way. Killers decided that Queens might be an answer here. Spawn Broodling on those super annoying evil High Templar, and then the rest of this army is handleable, right? Although the Reavers maintain a problem even with Spawn Broodling on the map. Flash is like, I can't be contained in this corner. We have to make some progress down this left side. But we are toast. High Templar, a plague on the Reaver. The Reaver's taking hits, and it does go down. That last Hydra finally was able to snipe it. That Reaver dying is pretty big. Alright, Adrenalings inside the Dark Swarm. Trying to keep these lurkers alive for the time being. There we go. There we go. 3-3. Full Cracklings. I feel like we haven't seen Cracklings on the channel in weeks. It's always they're missing an attack upgrade or an armor upgrade or something. But here we are. Fully scary Cracklings. How much storm is available for these guys is the question of the day. The Gamete Meiosis is a real deal. Obs gets sniped. Alright, man. Lurkers lurkerin'. 10 lurkers at a time being produced. And Flash says, okay, I've taken the last base that's available to me without having to kill a hatchery. Which, yeah, see these Sunkens? They're preparing for further attack up this way. Lings roll in, see what we're dealing with. It's a pretty good scout on what's going on. Kills a single Zealot for like 12 Lings. Those are the trades we're making right now because we have so many more bases than Flash does. Yeah, Sunken's Lurker, Sunken's Lurker, Sunken Lurker, Sunken Lurker. That's what you're going to need here. Another great plague, man. It's so hard to dodge it. Especially if you see, like, just a big Ling Hydra force coming at you, your instinct is to go get them. And then plague, on once you've bunched up and come to get them, is just destructive and deadly. And every base has now been taken at the 29-minute mark. This is a big map. This is a really big map for having every base taken at 30 minutes. The macro focus from both of these players has been nuts. Okay, here goes nothing. Here comes lurkers. Here comes lings. Here comes the Hydralisks. Dark Swarm up. Lurkers creeping forward, eating those storms as they do. Archon's causing problems. Some lurkers evac. They're like, all right, it's not where we'd like to be. 3-3 lurker spines. 3-2-3 upgrades to the ground units. Upgrades across the board here. Just magnificent from both of these players. Killer playing so well. 76 workers for Killer right now. At some point, that's going to be a negative. Let's see. Can you unload? Oh, never mind. High Templar, nothing. Shuttle dies. Okay. Killer gets another Plague off. Catches 2 Archons, but also some Dragoons and some Zealots. And that's always worth it. A Defiler dies on the retreat. Killer's like, if I can kill this base, I feel like I have a really good hand on winning this game. And handle on winning this game by killing this Nexus. I feel okay right now, right? I've taken both of the side bases, which means I'm 2 bases up on Flash. But killing this base would put me 3 bases up on Flash. And then you feel really confident at that stage, right? Flash again, trying to leave the comforts of his own home here. Plague, Dark Swarm, Lurker, Eggs. Ah! Evac. Okay, Reaver. Lings trying to jump on that Reaver. Oh, they get the Reaver. Hero Zerglings there. Especially because they died. My gosh, that was nuts. At the end of the day, though, army value is bigger for the Protoss just because there are so many more drones. For the Zerg, but the trade-off, ooh, Spawn Broodling is getting researched here. We might see Spawn Broodling on High Templar today, which is something that I am very interested in seeing. We don't get it a lot. Heading south. Again, Protoss says, no, quick detour. We can wipe out this base. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, but those Plague Zealots aren't exactly what we want. Obs get sniped. No lurkers up there, though. Trying to save this left-hand base. Reaver shots are a big deal. These drones are like, we kind of want to fight the Zealots, but also Reaver shots are bad news for us. Oh, wow, this base. Okay, Flash does manage to take down this base. Big, big, big deal by him. Zerg's going to be coming for it, though. 15 Hydras, 3 Lurkers, 6 sets of Lings on the way. Reaver shot, big deal. Lings. Okay, Archon taking those kills from when they were 2 High Templar. And Flash is like, okay, I'm holding on to this base. I'm holding on to this base until that creep recedes. Flash is slowly and steadily coming into a position where he can win this game. Losing an Archon for nothing is not going to help him with that. Just got to toss that out. Got 100 gates, making 8 Dragoons at a time. See, and now the Zerg has the exact same complaint. That coming up these ramps is tough. I'm surprised he's not dropping, but there aren't any if you bait all the storms out. Oh! Okay, that shuttle's got 2 High Templar in it. Took a Scourge hit, not ideal. Killer trying. Look at him dodging that Scourge. That was amazing. Oh, 61 drones, eh? How about 58? How's that sound? That Scourge needs to be... Oh, I don't think Killer knows that Scourge is... Oh, now he knows that it's there. It's like, hold on. Was there a shuttle just here? Yes, there was, you crazy pants. All right, so 60 workers. He's patrolling Scourge up in this area. He's been dropped here before. Overlord's side range getting researched. We don't see that a lot, but in this kind of a game, it can be nice. Did he ever produce any queens, or did he just sort of get queen energy and spawn brutaling and not actually make any queens? Because it seems weird that he would invest so much money into a unit he's not making. Yeah, another storm drop. 56 drones remain there. And Killer's like, you know, what if we head over here? What if we just instigate a straight up base race? All right, man. Killer going for it. Killer's like, you didn't expect me to show up here. A lot of High Templar, though. This is a pretty narrowy choke to try to defend against the swarm. Adrenaline Hydra. These cannons going down. Killer not sending in everything. The Protoss army is trying to join this party. Okay, all right. Some Archons getting absolutely murderized there. These High Templar are like, oh, save us. Save. There are no cannons. He's going to... This shuttle has got to pick these High Templar up to save them. I'm going to save the one that's still alive. No? Okay. I guess. Dude, this is crazy stuff right now. Killer's like, I don't want to try to kill that base. He's going to send an Overlord in to see if this is still defended. And it is, by golly. 100% still defended. All the production of Flash is in a lot of trouble. Look at... the Queens are here! Where were they? Some of these Queens have 250 energy. What the heck? They were hiding from me, and they were hiding from Flash. Flash is like, what is that? This Archon's like, must hold the ramp. These Lings aren't even attacking him. They're move commanding past his butt. Attack this guy. There we go. At least get some damage off. Flash restabilizes the main. This Ling's going to take down the robotics bay. That's very cool. Archons, top of the ramp. Greater Spire on the way. That's what kind of game this is. This is a Greater Spire kind of game, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! 183 to 163 supply. The Queen fleet might be too big. I mean, how many High Templar exist for you to snipe? There are 3 at this base, and they're all right at the front, too. Which makes it just, juicy, juicy, delicious targets, right? Okay, shuttle snipe. No, but seriously, poke up here. Get a High Temp. You can get these 3 High Templar for free, basically. Trying to fight Flash protecting his main base. Not going as well for Killer here. No, but Guy, you have so much spawn broodling energy available. Kill these 3 High Templar. Just do it before something bad happens to your Queens. Muta's on the way. They're gonna be Guardians. He doesn't have a ton of gas for Guardians. I'm going to point that out. Nor does he have upgrades either. Okay, so Overlord sneaks in and says, I see you. I see you 3 High Templar. 1, 2, 3. Get this one. Get this one. Get this one. Okay. Now pull back. Don't. Oh, my God. Oh, he missed. He was going for that High Templar, and he missed it. There are more High Templar there than I thought. I am blind as a bat. You can't just fly your Queens over Archons, though. There you go. Give them some level of micro. Dude, this right side base just got whacked by Flash, though. There is enough gas. Spawn Broodling. Gonna let Broodlings handle these guys? No. This is nuts. This is a GOSU tagged epic match, everybody. Off-racing Flash with that? Come on. Come on. Who's not clicking on this video? 10 Guardians on the way. Here we go. We've whittled down and thinned out the High Templar count very well. My gosh, we get Guardians in this game too. Yep. GOSU epic. All of the awards here. All right, splitting the Guardians, just in case there are High Templar here that he doesn't know about. There are 2 of them up there. He never did get that +1 attack. He did cancel it. And then he fired up a ton of Mutas, and then he made Guardians later. That's insane. Pretty good storm dodge. That was less good of a storm dodge, but it's working. Dragoon comes down the ramp to pick off the already stormed Guardians. Ow. More spawn broodling. You have these queens. Where are they? Get in there and get those High Templar. Stop making your poor, slow, chunky guardians dodge storms. No, but seriously, killer, come on. Bring your queens in. Oh my gosh. He's wasting so many guardians because he's refusing to use these queens. Okay, that don't have enough energy for spawn broodling yet. This one does. Let's get one of them. Overlords. He's kind of on a timer here. Flash is making Dark Archons. Maybe feedback on a queen. Pre-dodge there is nice. Okay, so now a bunch of queens just got spawn broodling. So dead, dead, awesome, awesome. Okay, no more High Templar in this base? Question mark. So now the Guardians can go to work. All, you know, 4 of them. Just pick, 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 pick. Oh, you're in range of a Dragoon, sir. Well, Dragoon died. Archon died. Hang on. Ah! Oh, there were High Templar hiding in that shuttle. One of them got spawn broodling. This is so intense right now. He goes a parasite on the Reaver and the shuttle. That's good. That's really good. This is so tough right now for Killer and Flash. I think so many Guardians have died to Storm. Would it have hurt to make Guardians a little bit faster? Just a tiny bit of acceleration on those guys. 2 Storms are available in this group. With another one close. Dark Archons, Maelstrom. Okay, yeah. All right. This game was already super GOSU epic, and now it's more so. Look at that trap on that Archon. Why is he out here anyway? I don't know how these probes are going. Maybe scouting purposes? I mean, Flash doesn't need 49 probes at this point. He's on 2 bases. This is definitely probe sacking time. You can build a hatchery up here. Is it worth it to do that? No. Barely, but also no. Lings. Killer's got 4,000 minerals, so like his ability to sack Lings here is okay. But I still don't like it. Scouting up here to see what's going on is one thing, but just being like, I'm gonna run myself into Murder Town is just not what we want. Oh, all of those High Templar turned into Archons because they knew there were queens coming. So more Archons than Flash probably wants at this point, but we'll spawn building a couple zealots. Why not? Oh, what is he saying? What is Killer saying? Uh, 10,000 money, says Flash. I won something 5,000, says Killer. They're talking about how much cash they each have. Killer says garçon. What? That's French. Oh no, does his name translate to garçon? What is going on here? They are so chatty, you guys. My translate app is trying to keep up with control. Ah, good. They're chatting too fast. Looks like a draw, says says Killer here. Oh, he's offering a draw. There's something to take away from Anna's response, says Flash. What the heck does that mean? Who's Anna? Translation app. Struggle sometimes. Good ob snipe. I don't think it's a draw. I really don't. There's still a ton of money to keep making High Templar. Takes down a Zealot. Takes down another Zealot. Just forcing the Reaver to shoot shots, which is cash. It's just that Flash has 8,000 minerals, man. snipe, snipe, snipe. More probes are dying. Again, it doesn't matter that there were only 29 probes for Flash. Scratch that, 25 probes for Flash. And if these Guardians had upgrades... Ooh, and Snare's coming in too? Oh my goodness. We're going to get a Maelstrom. These guys are going to get Maelstroms. You ready for them to get Maelstroms? He's trying to, like, single volley snipe down the Dark Archons. That was pretty sweet. Okay, he lost, like, all of his Guardians in the meantime, though. Not good trades. It is hard as a Zerg player to make good trades. You're not used to making good trades. All right, he's going to bring the drones. Oh, mind-controlled overlords. Here we go. Mind-controlled. That's what's happening. Mind-controlled lurkers. Free kills. Free insta-kills here with mind control. Ooh, took down a Dark Archon and then got mind-controlled. Pulled back to the high ground. What is with ZVPs on this map? I want to say there was a Jadong game ZVP on this map where we had all of this stuff and we had scouts too. That might have been the most bonkers ZVP I've ever cast. If you want a link to that, let me know. I'll put it in the description. 8 Guardians on the way. See, here's the thing. Both players have a lot of access to expired gas, right? Which gives you 2 gas to return. So gas is not a problem here. Minerals is the problem. If it's 8,000 minerals to 3,000 minerals in favor of Flash, then yes. Right? That's why this base was so important to Flash and so important to Killer, and Killer losing it was devastating. Insanely devastating. Alright, we're consuming drones. They provide less value for me right now than Lings do, he says. Is he going? Is he charging? Sort of? I don't know what this is. Then he Dark Swarms and he gets a Plague up and then he gets out of there. So the drones were just cannon fodder so that they'd attack the drones. So that a Plague could happen. This is so weird. This is a weird game, man. That's why it's GOSU. Killer trying to get up this ramp. Again, any Protoss that complains about how hard it is to get up a ramp that a Zerg is defending, just look at this. Okay, good spawn broodlings. Great spawn broodlings there. This Archon is providing so much value inside that Dark Swarm, as are these Zealots. I don't know, Killer. I don't think you can do this, man. Woo! Maelstrom on the ramp. Ensnare up, too. Goodness gracious, it is Christmas up in here. I mean, Christmas isn't coming for another many, many months. I think that's it. I think Killer just GG'd out. I don't think Flash can do this. There's too much money. I mean, I don't think Killer can do this. Mind controls the queen. I think that's it. I think that's Killer saying G, F, and G, man. Yep. GG says Killer. And that's it. Bam. Wow. Flash gets the win. Ah, son of a biscuit. I forgot it does that if I hit pause when it's at the end of the replay. But yo, yeah, economic win for Flash. Just really good trades consistently throughout the game. Plus, he was able to get this left side 9 o'clock base. That's everything. This was it. See, it's dead. Now it's a Protoss base. And Killer can't take it back because getting up this ramp is impossible. Yeah, just an absolutely crazy game. This left base was everything today. Everything. Flash making good trades and getting on an even base count against the Zerg player allowed him to win. Ensnare. Right, the Dark Swarm is real nice too. There's your Maelstrom on those Lings. Not the best target for it, but hey, anything that's dying here is good if you are Flash at the moment. So OFFRACING Flash, man, in an epic GOSU game using Mind Control, Maelstrom, Ensnare, Spawn, Broodling was here. Crazy. Crazy game. So much fun, though. Wow. So much fun, though. What an incredible PvZ. Off-racing Flash. Ensnare. Mind Control. Maelstrom. Spawn Broodling. It came down to a final base that mattered. Everything else was mined out. One of the best games I have ever cast, ever seen in the history of Brood War. Yeah, Flash knows how to play late game PvZ. What, you think he didn't? The Dark Archons were a huge part of that. Mind controlling a Zerg player who has very limited units and limited ability to replace the units is worth its weight in gold. And if those Guardians had maybe attack upgrades, this might have gone differently, but they just did not have any attack upgrades at all. Killer almost had a +1 flyer attack, but then he didn't. So, woof. Like, truly, truly, truly woof stuff there. And, man, what a game, though. What a game. Yeah, I think Killer was just a little bit too cavalier with his units. If he'd done a better job keeping them alive, just throughout the game, right? Not at the end necessarily, but throughout the game. There's just a bunch of times he just lose a ton of Hydras to Zealots with Archon support and Storm support, or like, 12 Lings for no value whatsoever trying to attack an enemy base, right? So just more cost efficiency from him might have been enough to get this win, but it's asking a lot. It really is. Really asking a ton. So GG, man. Flash gets the win. He's the best, isn't he? He's just the best. 481,000 points to 462,000 points in favor of Flash. 1,591 Zerg units were produced. 500 Protoss units were produced. Look at this. Outproducing the Protoss by 3-1. But this right here, kill-death ratio, a 3-1 kill-death ratio as well. Gonna make it hard to win. Ended up losing 1,400 of the 1,500 units he produced. 26-9 buildings razed. And Killer did outspend Flash here today by about... Is that only about 10,000 resources? Yeah, 10,000 resources total in a 48-minute game is not going to cut it. Not even close. And that was the result. It was like a maxed out Flash with maybe 100 supply there for Killer at the end, and it makes sense. So, GG. Absolutely fantastic display of how to play PvZ from someone who is the best Terran of all time and the best player of all time, and we know why. Because look what he can do with Protoss, man. He did have that ASL where he went random. His Zerg's insane. His Protoss is insane. Bonkers. Bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. All right, cool. Well, guess what? That is going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered, and a GOSU epic game sent to me by RJB. Of course he did. So go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.